Hey everybody, it's Wes, aka Joe Hunter 73, and we are back with another catalog look through on this. And this comes to you by G.I. Jetman Jeremiah, sending me this 1990 catalog. So I've covered 82 through 89 of my personal catalogs that I've had over the years. And then I covered 1991. And now I have 1990. But before I get into this, let's get into the viewer's mail call. I have a few videos to go through and to give some shout outs to of the comments that were listed in my previous videos. And let's get into the viewer's mail call.
I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. It's time for mail call.
All right, we are in the viewer's mail call, and this is from a video I did back on September 9th, and it was basically an homage or tribute or whatever you want to call it that I did for the basically Band of Brothers came out September 9th, 2001. And I did a picture back in 2021, the 20th year, when it came out, posted on Instagram, that picture that you see over here. These are the comments from that video that I did we start off with Zazel's Clubhouse. Zazel always dropping comments in, man. I appreciate it. I also watch the series at least once a year. If I happen by a clip on TikTok, I can't skip it. Yeah, I'm the same way. Absolutely outstanding. Amazing series. Thanks, Zazel. I really appreciate it. And what else does he say here? You nailed that photo, mate. Excellent stuff. Yeah, thank you, Zazel. Appreciate that, man. Power Gen 5150. This was such a great series. Fantastic photo, by the way. Thank you, 5150. Peter Malloy. Go give Peter a follow on Instagram, everybody. Great video, great photo. Band of Brothers dominated my life when it came out. The boys and I watched it so many times. That's great. That's good that you can share that with your fam. Yeah, that's fantastic. Kurahi, Ronnie Trickshot. You got it right off the bat from the very first episode. Appreciate your comment, Ronnie. Ronnie says, Kurahi, great video, mate. When the weather is chilly, I often think of the episode about Bastogne with those blokes holding out in the snow in their foxholes. Love it, mate. Yeah, like I said, that series was just fantastic. Such a great job. Toy Connections. Ken, thank you for the comment and thanks for watching it, man. Rewatched it over the summer. Such a fantastic show. It really, truly is. Foot. Give Foot a follow on Instagram. He does amazing customs. My gosh, if you haven't seen him, go check him out. Amazing show. Your photo is one of the most epic photos. Man, I really appreciate that, Foot, coming from you. Thank you very much. Lilith. Thanks for watching it, Lilith. It's one of the shows I watched with my grandfather before he passed away. My condolences, Lilith. Myself and uncle and I sat. We had some hot chips and vinegar. Ugh, hot chips and vinegar. I don't know about that. I'm just kidding. We managed to get through the whole season with him. That's great. Yes, I am aware of the Pacific. I feel like to me, the Pacific was not as good as a miniseries as Band of Brothers, but it held its own. Some fine actors in it as well. And, those two campaigns were actually really just different campaigns. You had the Pacific campaign, the Pacific Theater, and then you had the European Theater. And I try to learn as much as I can on both. Thanks for your comment, Lilith. Really appreciate it. Shark Eyes. Adam, what's going on? Thank you for the comment, sir. Thank you for watching. What a show. Long live Tangible Media. I have reluctantly parted ways with several DVDs recently, but there are box sets I just can't bring myself to dump in the trash. It actually is sad how quickly DVDs became a thing. We just don't buy anymore. That's right. Everything's digital now. You can just download it. Why have that clutter in your house? But it is nice to hang on to some of those. And, this Band of Brothers box set that I have, I bought in 2002 when it was released at Suncoast Video. And, it won't play in my Xbox because it's not Blu-ray or anything like that. So I tried to play the DVD in my new Xbox. It didn't work, unfortunately, and it makes me sad. Yeah, it makes me sad too, man. But it is nice to keep that box because it's a piece of artwork. It's nice to have on display. Casey, appreciate your comment, sir. And thank you, everyone, on this video for all the comments. I am moving on to my next video because it's been a bit since I've done this. Hang on one second. All right. These comments come from the video I did for the 1983 blueprints. I think there were 4 of them that I have from 1983. So again, starting the top of my comment section, we got Zazel again. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the extra effort Hasbro put in for the 80s G.I. Joe? Blueprints, file cards, catalogs, accessories, top shelf figures, and vehicles. Man, what an epic toy line. Yo, Joe. And you couldn't have got it more right, Hazel. Thank you for the comment, sir. Yorktown Joe, what is up? Thanks for the review. Remembering back to when we got cool blueprints and glossy little catalog inserts with our toys. Good times. Thanks for rekindling those memories. You are welcome. That's what this is all about, Yorktown. Love watching this stuff and like you said, rekindling our memories of this stuff. Power Gen 5150. Can't get enough of these. Keep it up. I'm going to try, man. I'm trying. Thanks, Power Gen. G.I. Jetman. There he is. Really cool video. I wish I kept all my blueprints. They really were cool looking. I never had the snake armor. It was in the Mask Device miniseries in the Red Crystal Cave. I had the pack rats that were prominent in Weather Dominator. Yep. Jetman knows that Sunbow animated cartoon, man. He knows it more than I do. And I grew up on that thing, watching it over and over. Jetman, you got a fantastic memory on that stuff. I never had the Cobra Hiss, but I have a classified one. That's pretty awesome. Never had the Dragonfly, and I know you got that Dragonfly classified there, Jetman. I also have a classified, yes, I know. And it's just awesome. It is. I passed on it as I got out of classified myself, but I put Wild Bill in the front seat of my classified Dragonfly. I'm a Dragonfly. I might change it. Thanks for the tip. Hey, you're welcome, Jetman. Jokers, G.I. Jokers, Steve. Hey, check out G.I. Jokers on Instagram. Fantastic photos. As Ronnie Trickshot would say, probably the best Instagram account out there. I'm going to say one of the best. Man, you do have a solid Instagram account. Fantastic stuff. Lots of funny pictures where you get all your little accessories to make living rooms and all that stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. Another great video, the Dragonfly and Snake. Talk about nostalgia overload. Man, I can't talk today. Thanks, Steve. I really appreciate it, man. There he is. Ronnie Trickshot. Amazing work. YouTube needs more Turt chat. I know what you're talking about. Love you too, man. And Hillbilly. Yeah, that's where we get the Turt from. And thanks for the comment, Ronnie. Casey, podcast from the pit. Excellent job. I love those blueprints. Thank you, Casey. Check out podcast from the pit Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Maximum Warp. What's up, Max? Man, I miss those blueprints. Great video. I appreciate it, Max. Check out Max's reviews on YouTube. Go check out Maximum Warp. He does a fantastic job at his reviews. Really love those. Lilith and the whole line of Hasbro did an amazing job with its paperwork and flag points. Oh, yes, the flag points too. Yes, you're right. It's very smart of them. I can understand why it inspires people. I still a couple of childhood ones. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Lilith. Really appreciate the comment. And there he is. the legend, Hillbilly Harper. What's up, Eric? Great video. At least I'm not the only one that has trouble saying turret. I also put figures under my turret in the hiss. The V movie scared. Yeah, I made in this video, in the 1983 Blueprint video, I referenced what I did with my hiss tank, and I kind of called out the movie V. So go and watch the video if you haven't yet. Snow Leopard, hey man, what's going on? I got my first vehicle in 87, the Coastal Defender. So I'm not very familiar with these early blueprints. Wild Bill is always in the second seat. Ditto for me, man. That's it. That's where the pilot sits. So props to you for already doing that. Thank you for those comments. All right, we're moving on, I think, to the final comments of the section. Hold still. Okay, last one here in the viewer's mail call. This was from the video that I did of I was D taking the stickers off. Not, I don't know what I was trying to say there. But yeah, I did a video of cleaning up this Conquest and my Tigerfish before I applied the stickers to the Tigerfish and the Silver Mirage. And these are the comments from that video. That was one filthy Conquest. Good job on the cleanup and look forward to what you do with it. Thank you, Snow Leopard. Appreciate it, man. One in Toys. What's going on? Thank you for the comment and watching this. Excited to see what's next on the Yeah, I have some plans for the Conquest that I'm thinking about. It might be a while, but I got to keep tooling with it. But One in Toys, I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Casey. Thank you very much for the comment. Thanks for watching. PowerGen 5150, nice work. Can't wait to see what you do with the Conquest. Yes, thank you again for everyone leaving the comments. Keep leaving the comments in my videos because I'll keep doing the viewer's mail call. Hope everyone enjoys this the way I do this. And if you haven't seen any of these videos, go and check out my channel, please. And like, subscribe. You know, if you want to do that, that's cool. But yeah, let's get back to 1990 catalog. All right, we are back. Let's dive into the 1990 catalog. First thing off, all the previous catalogs had some type of artwork for that year. This one in 1990 is just a pretty bland look to it. A little disappointing that 1990 was like this. I'm not sure why they didn't use any art. And just a more 3D type of bold G.I. Joe, a real American hero on the front cover. I like the blue and kind of dark blue, almost like a very going into the evening look to it. But would have preferred some art on this. But, you know, they're trying to change it up. But yeah, it's kind of boring looking. But let's see what the catalog offers. On the back, got some figures. We'll get into those here in a second. Let's open this guy up and see what 1990 has to bring to us. Might have to raise the camera up. Give me a second. Okay, I adjusted the camera here. And let's get into this. So, yeah, on the back side, we got the G.I. Joe figures. Front side, kind of a bland outlook to it. But let's open this thing up. So it looks like we got Cobra vehicles on one side. If we flip it, nope, let's go the other way. Let's start on the G.I. Joe side. Got the G.I. Joe General. Who had the General as a kid? So, the tremendous mobile land-based headquarters calls the shots during G.I. Joe's campaigns against Cobra. Launch Locust copter for quick airstrikes, then swing up the loading platform to reveal a mortar cannon and 4 shells. Also with 8 machine gun stations, 12 removable missiles, driver figure, and more. Again, they don't mention which figure comes with it. Other figures sold separately. Approximate size, there it gives you the size. So massive headquarters here. Low to the ground, but still covers up a lot of space. And some cutouts showing you 2 control centers, hidden mortar cannon. It's kind of funny they call it a mortar cannon and not like just a cannon. Top level forms a landing level. So yeah, massive landing level. So yeah, pretty cool toy. I don't own it. But yeah, 1990 offering the Mobile Command Center. Nope, not the Mobile Command Center. It's called just the General. Very cool. Who had this? Let me know in the comments. Then we got the G.I. Joe Mud Fighter. Flying low to avoid enemy radar. The fighter includes 16 bombs. 16! And pilot dogfight. Approximate size. Mud Fighter's really cool looking. I might eventually get one of these. Those bombs are pretty cool looking. The Arctic Blast comes with windshield because, as I said before in my, I think it was the 89 video? No, 91 video. The windshield's going to get a windshield because it's an open canopy. And yeah, driving along in the Arctic winter wonderlands. You better bundle up. Place a check mark in the box next to the figures and the vehicles that you have. And then we have the Retaliator, G.I. Joe Retaliator. This is actually a really cool helicopter. The fact that the back tail fin also acts as a landing strut for the most part. Has a working hook to rescue G.I. Joes. After cutting Cobra attackers down to size with a bombing run, it swings around to rescue the fallen G.I. Joes with its adjustable trigger activated claw. Also comes with a pilot figure and more. Again, doesn't list the name. Guess they didn't have the name yet of the figure. But yeah, this is a really cool looking helicopter. I feel like the blades could possibly be longer. Doesn't do it justice, but you know, makes it easy to play with. It doesn't get in your way when you're flying it around your play area. And there we have the G.I. Joe Locust. Brown color. That one's green. So since I'm not all that familiar with anything really past 80, for the most part, 88. My last year was 87, as y'all know. Did this come with the Locust? The General? Because then you have this one here, which is brown. An evasive attack helicopter that swarms in to clear the zone of Cobra agents. Holds up to 3 figures. Figures sold separately. Pretty cool. Here we have the 89 release of the Crusader space shuttle with the Avenger Scout craft. Now, if you recall my 89 video, that was the cover of 1989 of the catalog, and it was a really cool looking cover. So, a Galactic Defender with detachable scout craft, which was called the Avenger, retractable landing gear, payload, astronaut, and more. Really cool. All right. Then we have the, let's see, the Avalanche. Here it is. Yes, the G.I. Joe Avalanche. Avalanche is actually a very cool looking design for an Arctic tank. Great name for it, too. G.I. Joe's Mammoth Arctic Defender sends a frosty chill down Cobra's spine. Main vehicle launches armed hovercraft, 6 ice mines, and 8 missiles with driver figure again and more. That's really cool. The fact that it can launch that little removable hovercraft. Almost looks like a space escape pod. Like, how does that thing fly? Or something you would see off a dune in the sand, those little I kind of called those locusts in Dune, the movie. Pretty cool. Here we got the G.I. Joe Hammerhead. Kind of a revamped Humvee United States Hummer that the military uses. This high-tech Jeep's 3 machine gun stations swing into action in a surprise attack against Cobra with rotating gun turrets, launching missiles, and more. Figures sold separately. Surprised this didn't come with a figure as big as it was. That would have been cool. And then there's the Thunderclap. Can't even fit it on the camera. Got to zoom out a little bit. Shows you the three vehicles in one. The Thunderclap. And if you remember my video from 89... was it 89? You gotta correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, it always reminded me of the train gun that the Germans used in World War II. That this thing was on a train track, and it was massive. But yeah, decimate Cobra with the expandable shell ejector cannon. Detach the 2 armed track vehicles from cannon station for added mobile firepower with pivoting missile rack and missiles, long-range driver, and more. So the fact that it has the actual driver's name, Long Range, I want to say this came out in 89. Let's go up here to the Raider. Another cool vehicle. 1990, man. 1990s, knocking it out with a lot of great vehicles here. So... Raider keeps action churning as its position. Its needle nose missiles for clear shot of Cobra. Fold this here so I can hold it better. It's a little bit more steady. Hot Seat is the driver. Yeah, I think this came out in 89 as well. 2 tracked vehicles in one. Really cool how you can pivot it, separate it, and extend it a little bit higher. Very cool. The Pulverizer. It knocks Cobra for a loop with its high-powered railgun. That's a good name for that because, yeah, that's a railgun. That's like a laser railgun. Yeah. Features a gun turret extension for long-range bombardment. Also comes with the track, treads, and lookout. Figures sold separately. Here we have the Mobile Battle Bunker with 5 anti-armor missiles to detain Cobra's attack. This impenetrable vehicle digs into its secure defense position. Also comes with battering ram and machine guns. Holds up to 5 figures. And by the looks of it, it would look like it would hold more, but inside that cockpit there, it's really clustered up a lot. So really only 1 figure fits in there, but you would think it would be able to hold more. But because of that missile rack that pops out with those 5 missiles, it tucks down when you fold it back up to that position. So yeah, I can see why. Now we get into Sky Patrol. Some really great repaints of these vehicles here. Who was a fan of Sky Patrol? You know, I wasn't aware of it until my adult years. And when I saw the Sky Raven, man, I lost it. That thing is cool looking. And I think I've seen one. I know I've seen the others. That vac metal, whatever that paint that they used, doesn't hold up in the 40 years or 38 years or whatever that, you know, as old as these vehicles are. But yeah, it's really sweet looking. It reminds me of it wasn't the SR-71 that was painted this way. It was I think it was called a YF. I'm going to get it wrong. I can't remember now. But there was the SR-71 and I can't think of it. Dang it. Anyway, but yeah, it was a painted silver with a little bit of black trim around it. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. It also had that drone on it. So radar reflecting coating shields it when it's swooping down to attack its prey. Equipped with lowering cockpit, retractable landing gear, elevating gun with windscreen, and more. So the Joes now this one didn't come with nope, it didn't come with the drone. Surprisingly enough, kind of interesting that it didn't come with that. But even the intakes and the thrusters in the back were painted more of a tan color. Kind of fits it works really well with that. So yeah, man, that's a sexy looking thing. Then you get the Sky Shark. Really cool. Conduct low altitude hit and run missions with prowling undetectable cruisers with radar reflecting coating armor. Oh, the Havoc. The Sky Havoc. It's kind of funny that the Sky Patrol has a ground unit, but within that you do have the little recon, what's it called? It's a recon hovercraft, basically. So let's take a closer look. Man, that is awesome. And that tan works. That really does work with that color. Could they have painted it black? Instead of the tan, would it be just as good as black? I don't know. Who knows? Has anyone done that before? Then you get the Skyhawk. Well, no name change on that one because it already had Sky on it. Talks about the radar reflecting coating again. Makes the Skyhawk even better. I love the Skyhawk, the original. So any form of the Skyhawk is really cool. Yeah. So that is the G.I. Joe page side of it. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, Joe. Great stuff on here. All right, let's get over to the Cobra side of things and let's have a quick look at the figures. So, G.I. Joe figures. Whoop, here we go. All right, Captain Gridiron, Topside, Sub-Zero, Salvo. I actually just recently picked up a complete Salvo. Really cool looking figure. Ambush, Free Fall. Got Rampart, Stretcher, Bullhorn, Pathfinder, Backblast, Downtown. Then you got Deep Six. Oh, surprise. Another version of Snake Eyes. Then you have Countdown, Recoil, Scoop, DJ. Is it focusing? There we go. Rock and Roll. I got that version of Rock and Roll. I think his belts were actually gray. And then you got the Tundra Stalker. Fantastic figure there. Love that figure. All right, for Cobra, we have the Night Creeper. Really cool figure. Rock Viper I wasn't really too impressed with. I do like that gun that he has, though. Yeah, sculpt of the Rock Viper was a little bit. And then we get everyone's menacing enemy, the Saw Viper, which ended a lot of Joe's lives in whatever comic book or comic issue that was. I can't remember the number of it. Laser Viper, Range Viper, Frag Viper. Been seeing a lot of videos of the classified Frag Viper, and I got to tell you something. I've come around on the Frag Viper, and not on the classified though, but I will be getting a Frag Viper at some point in time. Night Viper, I love the Night Viper. Night Viper is really cool looking. Heat Viper, Naugahyde, Alley Viper. Then you have Iron Grenadiers. So you have Bang Bang, Metalhead, Undertow, really cool looking, basically a cobra eel, Undertow. Annihilator, Targat. And then we have Sky Patrol figures. So we got Static Line. That's a really cool code name. And so a lot of good repaints of some basically reissued body parts and really cool repaints of these. So like Airwave is a repaint of Motor Viper. Skydive. It's a good looking M16 there. Casey from Podcast from the Pit, his favorite, Airborne. And why would you call him Airborne version 2? Because his file card, it is not Airborne. What's his name? Taltree. It's not him. It's a different file card name. So why give him the code name Airborne? Altitude. He is a good looking figure. He really is. Altitude and then Drop Zone. So really good, solid lineup. I mean, some carry over from 89 and then the 90 figures. Yeah, solid lineup, really. Fantastic. All right, the G.I. Joe, or the Cobra Hammerhead. So Hammerhead is one cool looking toy. Lots of play features on it. Deploy 5 vehicles for action. 5 vehicles that can basically stuck on this thing. 6 times as lethal as a hammerhead shark, this underwater tank rolls into heavily protected waterways, ready to pounce on unsuspecting patrol vessels. Main attack craft features detachable command module, flying pod, 2 sea sleds, and 2 assault submarines with hidden missile launcher, depression chamber, driver figure, and more. Other figures sold separately. Yeah, the Hammerheads are really cool. There we got the decompression chamber for deep sea attacks. So very realistic. You know, you got to decompress for coming up from the deep sea there. And there's those little jet skis. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. All right, we got the Hurricane. The VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. Cobra's anomalous aerial attacker. Positionable engines designed for fast vertical takeoffs and landings. Activate the nose cannon for rapid fire. Air to surface attack, comes with 10 missiles. 10 missiles. Sexy looking aircraft. Love everything mostly about it. Only drawback I have is the landing gear. I mean, they're tiny, tiny little struts. So, yeah, but it's really cool looking. Then we got it's just called Cobra Rage. This low urban assault tank hits the streets armed with a mine dispenser, 4 mines, elevating cannon turret, flip up battering ram, missiles and machine guns, holds up to 9 figures. There's your mines. Very cool. The Piranha. This thing's really cool looking. Looks great. Riding up along right alongside the Moray, the Cobra hydrofoil. Great color on this, even with that yellow. It says it floats. Did it float? Who had this? There's the Hiss 2. Another great Hiss tank. Massive Hiss tank on this one. Troop carrier. Comes with Track Viper. You got the Fang 2. Not a big fan of the Fang 2. Just wish they would have called it a different version. Different name. I feel like they gave up on that. You got Cobra Overlord's Dictator. So roll this half-track tank into newly conquered territories to quell the masses. Elevate its guns, cockpit to increase visibility or separate it to become a jet pod for air combat, armed with 2 detachable machine guns, 2 missiles, and the driver overlord. There's the lightning fast detachable jet pod. Really cool looking. And then you got the Cobra Condor, the bomber of Cobra. A marauding dual bomber that never overshoots its objective. Fuselage separates to become 2 menacing bombers with bombs, missiles, and pilot Aero Viper. Really cool stuff. And then we have more Iron Grenadiers for the year. The Dominator. So is it a tank? Is it a helicopter? No, it's going to be both. It's double rotating. It's double or nothing when Destro launches an attack with this double shot land-air attack craft. Cover this state-of-the-art tank convert this state-of-the-art tank into a terrifying assault copter by retracting the track treads and repositioning the rotor blades and tail. So it's kind of like a mask vehicle or a transformer. Really cool design and thought to that. That's really cool that they were able to do that. And then this guy looks really cool. The Razorback. Keep Destro's enemies on edge. Comes with rotating ball turret, pivoting arms to elevate body. 8 missiles. Wild Boar is your driver. So, yep, that's really cool. So let's hear it from you all. How was 1990 for you as a kid with G.I. Joe and Cobra? What did you have? What memories can you take away from this? Hopefully it sparks something going down memory lane on with you all on this. And I want to say big thanks to G.I. Jetman. Check out his channel. He does a fantastic job on his channel. He's a classified guy. He's got some custom classifieds he does great work. Shows off his little dioramas that he builds. He's building a Cobra base, a Cobra bunker or something like that. He's doing really good work. Check him out. Loves to pop on YouTube live and just, shoot the S with everybody and see what's going on. He's not just classified, but he's also into Marvel and DC, I believe. Correct me, Jetman, but yeah, 1990. Really appreciate it, Jetman, for sending me this. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed going over the catalog with everybody. Again, kind of wish they would have done some artwork here on the front, as all the others did. This was really the only one out of all the years, because I've gone on to 3djoes.com and looked at all the catalogs. But yeah, this was really the only one they didn't put any kind of artwork on. So it was kind of weird. Kind of a different take on it. I mean, they're trying something different. And, but yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think of 1990 G.I. Joe. So anyway, Want to thank everyone for watching. Leave your comments down below. I'll share them on the next video whenever that will be. And until then, everyone take care. Have a fantastic week. Yo, Joe.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.